Coach is Lombardo. It's Lombardo.
Yeah, I got Lombardo. You're Lombardo, right? You're all working on that. Oliver or Lombardo. Come on. This is good. Make it right. Look at the door. There's a seat. Right. Here. Yeah, hold on, get your stuff in here. Go ahead, sit down.
Hi, Sam. I'm going to put you in breakout room with your client.
Sounds good.
Sam, does your client need to come out of the breakout room?
He sure does. Yeah, we've been ready. I was. I
Oh,
didn't know
I apologize. I did not know that.
no problem. I sent you the information via chat, his contact information, and I also asked if you could send me the case number, please.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning.
Just a heads up, that case number is 99% of the time on the attachment that I send over,
Oh, I did look,
and
and all
also in the subject line of the email address.
I see it. Never mind. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Samir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
My apologies, breakdown in communications. We were not aware of the fact that you were done talking to your client.
Understood, Your
So
Honor.
your appearance, please, for Anthony Lombardo.
Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Urgidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lombardo. Your Honor, for purposes of today's arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. Lombardo
Thank you.
understands what he's being charged with, as well as the possible penalties. I've gone over his rights. He does understand those, Your Honor.
All right, I'll enter not guilty plea for Mr. Lombardo. Mr. Lombardo, I'm showing your address on Heather Place, correct?
Yes.
And a phone number we've got is 580-8476, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, the bond recommendation from the police department doesn't have much on it, Mr. Jadala. So what should I know before I set bond?
Your Honor, I have been able to speak with Mr. Lombardo, and I've explained to him there's going to be a do not contact and do not return and do not contact order. He understands that if he wants a civil standby to pick up some of his personal belongings from the address where this occurred, that he needs to contact the Huron Police Department to arrange such. He will be staying with his mother at that Heather Place while during the pendency of this case. He lets me know he is gainfully employed at this time. Your Honor, he works at Metaline in Romulus. He's not on probation or parole. He has no holds or warrants. He's been incarcerated since the date of this incident. We respectfully request a personal bond in this matter.
Okay. Mr. Lombardo, I'm gonna put you on a personal bond, a couple conditions. Generally, just stay out of trouble. Cooperate with Mr. Jadala so that we can have a meaningful court date on February 22nd. That'll be at 9:10, Mr. Jadala. And no contact with Raven Hill. No phone calls, no letters, no Hallmark cards or flowers. Don't send her any social media contacts. You see her at Taco Bell, you're eating Burger King. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do not go back to the Carlisle address unless you go back with a civil standby. Anything else for clarification purposes, Mr. Jadala?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Lombardo, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you violate bond?
I do.
Sir, do you have any questions for your attorney before I terminate the meeting?
No. No, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Samir, enjoy your day.
All right, we are all done within custodies today.
Looks like it.
Thank you, Judge. May you and your staff have a wonderful day.
Thanks. I gotta find a file for this 11:30 hearing.
We have everybody but the defendant.
You can have the attorneys come in if you want.
Okay.
Good morning. Have you had any contact with your guy?
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke to him this morning.
Your victim show up?
She's here yet? No, we don't have the defendant yet.
Yeah. I got a phone number in the file. I'll try to call him.
I'll let know. I don't know.
If nothing else, we'll get her testimony so we don't have to keep her hanging out.
Okay.
Hello?
William Weller.
Yes,
Mr. Weller, 34th District Court, where you at?
I am pulling in the parking lot right now, sir.
Awesome. See you in a few.
Yep, thanks.
See his first and middle name.
Great name.
Yellow. Emily, try 217. That'll get you probation. Yep. I just talked to him. He's in the parking lot.
Okay.
Mr. Joy, you come on up. Settle into a chair.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Not too bad, what about yourself? That's good.
Ma'am, you can come up. I'm gonna put you right in the witness chair. As soon as Mr. Weller gets in here, we're gonna get started so we don't take too much of your time. You're welcome. Watch your step right here in this ring. No, I called the phone number in the file and he's just pulling in the parking lot. And then we got it, one live juvenile today? Oh, that's right. You got the house? We're gonna stop going live on YouTube for a while, see if we get any feedback. Last time we did that, Mariah said she was getting stuff on her email. So Judge and Hamtramck had a major problem. At least that's the story I got.
Anything else?
You said they pieced it together? The hand tramp, was that the one with the?
The person with, the dad was out.
Yeah.
Or something and the grass was growing.
Oh, that was pieced together, that wasn't,
They're saying that it was. that
Like
the-
spliced
the
with two different
son spliced it, and so everybody's not getting the full picture.
yeah,
They're just getting the pieces that that person is representing.
that's crazy, I haven't heard that yet, because, I mean,
I heard that in the very beginning, that's what they were thinking was happening, I'm not sure, I mean, I guess anybody can go back and watch it. If you have questions, right?
they can be hard to find, the actual hearings. A lot, sometimes I'll go back to see something and it's not on YouTube or anything.
Well, and then like the YouTube, you have to know the true YouTube name.
Yeah.
To try to find things.
Oh.
Yeah, I was expecting something from that.
Me? I didn't mind being here today.
Belcher's talking to him. She talked him off the ledge. He's sending her some stuff. She's gonna drive by and look at the house. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I don't care if he hears. I think it's great. I think it's great that he's talking to her.
I hope they were together.
Yeah, no, she's convinced him to come in on the 28th so we can all sit down together. Like, great. She's so far, she's working
Good, good.
miracles. Counsel, I'm going to call the case if you're ready.
Ready.
All right, People versus William Weller, appearances for the record.
Joshua Kaplan on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. John George Crane on behalf of defendant William Waller.
You know, they train him in law school to jump up to talk to judges, and it's okay if you don't, it's okay if you do.
That's why we pay so much money in law school.
Yeah,
That-
that's
that
right.
One moment.
Just so you train that. And ma'am, would you state your name, please?
China Knowles?
All right, and raise your right hand. Do you swear firm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth today?
Yes.
All right. If you would, Mr. Kaplan?
Yes. Hello, Mr. Knowles.
Hi.
Could you, just, for recollection, go over the business that you own?
Company Care One LLC.
And what do you do with that business?
I render care to elderly and disabled.
Okay, and how do you get paid on that,
Sometimes I get paid through my merchant services. Families pay for care for their loved ones.
And what's the pay structure? How much, you know, they pay? What's the kind of, with these clients, how much often are they paying? Are they paying hourly?
Yeah, they pay hourly. Everybody's rate's different because they have different care plans. It's per specific client.
Okay, and what's, you know, I guess, could you provide a range from the bottom to the?
Yes, so anywhere between $25 to $32 an hour.
Okay, and how many hours usually per patient is it?
I don't allow any more than 6, or I mean, I'm sorry, any less than 6.
Okay, so
It's
minimum 6 hours.
Minimum 6 hours to 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Okay, and are these long-term patients or short-term patients that you
Right.
you spend a week with and then
No,
you're done, or is it?
Majority of them are long-term.
Okay, and where, during the time of this, where do you get most of your clients from?
Care.com.
Okay, and could you just, for the record, explain what care.com does or how you get those clients from them?
Care.com is a website where loved ones can put that they're looking for care on their website, and either caregivers and or companies like myself can partner with them. So kind of like surfaces that if a family puts them on there, they come to us first. We see them first before original caregivers, you know, independents see them. And we can, you know, have a little bit of a gap to reach out to them, let them know our services, and try to schedule a meet and greet.
So the company acts like a headhunter.
Yeah,
And how long did you have that relationship with care.com?
for a year.
Okay, so during that year, how many patients on average do you think you get per month from care.com?
Probably anywhere between 3 to 6.
3 to 6, and how much money would 3 to 6 patients from care.com be?
Anywhere-
On average, if you could average out, you know, if you got 6 patients or 3 patients, how much money do you think that would bring
Again,
in?
it depends on the days and hours that they need. But I mean, it could be anywhere from, say, 800 to 4,200
Per person?
per person.
Okay,
Like when I first got accepted back on care.com, because this scenario, he got me kicked off of care.com. Immediately I picked up a 24-hour, 7 days a week case.
okay, and how much money would that pay?
That's 5,200
So,
because of her condition.
okay, and so going to this case,
I'm sorry to interrupt. That's per month you're talking about, $800 to $4,200 per month, $800 to $42.
No,
a week?
that's 5,200 per week.
Got it.
24
So those
hours,
figures you were
7
giving
days.
were weekly figures.
Yes.
So an $800 minimum per week.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, okay, and so, obviously, could you just go, for memory purposes, go over what was said to care.com that got you kicked off?
Basically,
Your Honor, not to be disruptive, but I think this involves hearsay testimony now if the statements of another person are being repeated by the victim. So I would object to that.
Response?
Well, it was a public email to care.com, and I'm just asking for.
but
what-
that should already be in my documentation because the police officer, the police
Okay,
department.
Hold on,
dealt with
hold
that.
on. I gotta let the
Oh, I'm
attorneys
sorry.
talk first.
Yeah, I would say, I wouldn't call that hearsay if it was,
Aren't we talking about what Mr. Weller said?
yes, well, it's a care.com.
Okay. I guess maybe lay a foundation for how this lady found out what Mr. Weller said to care.com.
You got, at some,
Then you may want to continue your objection. I'm not sure. Let's see what the foundation is.
Yes, Your Honor.
at some point in time, you, your relationship with care.com got suspended, correct?
Mhm, yes.
And did you speak to care.com?
I did.
And
Yes.
what did care.com tell you on why you were suspended?
They specifically told me that they couldn't set the boundaries.
Your Honor, I would again object because it's the repetition of an out-of-court statement.
What's your response?
Well, I guess we'd go to her state of mind on her. What, if I rephrase,
Yeah, go ahead.
what was your understanding of why you were kicked off of care.com?
Because he had got a hold of care.com.
Okay, so is your understanding that somebody had said stuff about your company to care.com?
Yes.
And was was the allegations made false about you?
That he told to care.com?
Yeah, the allegations that got you suspended from care.com, would you characterize the allegations as false?
Oh, yes, they are false allegations, yes. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but everything should be in my chart because your guys' police department is the one that confirmed with care.com that it was William Weller that got a hold of care.com.
So once you were suspended, about how many clients a month were you no longer receiving?
Anywhere between 3 to 5 clients.
35 clients a month?
3 to 5
3
clients
to 5
a week.
clients a week, okay. And for how long were you suspended from care.com?
For 2 months.
2 months. So over 2 months, you lost about, what would be the revenue that you believe you lost over 2 months?
Anywhere between $20,000 to $30,000
A month?
a month.
And how did you come up with that number?
I came up with that number because I basically ranged it from what I usually gross, you know what I mean, in a month. And with being kicked off of care.com, that's where I got that number from.
So what was your there's net revenue and gross revenue. What was your net that you lost?
So my net would be, I'm sorry, I always get them confused.
That's the profit end.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so the profit would be 40,000 that I lost.
Total,
yes.
over that time period.
Over that time period, yes.
And how did losing this profit affect your business and your personal?
Well, I have workers, I had workers that were with they had no client. Which resulted into me losing workers. It's hard for people to get workers, you know what I mean? And I had them. So when my business started going down and he was contacting other people and they ended services, that means more of my workers were without care or without a client to care for.
Most of these clients were they based around here in Romulus or around?
They're all over.
All over the state of Michigan. And personally, how did it affect you this loss of income?
I mean, of course, a great amount of stress came over me. I mean, that's first and foremost, but it actually really affected my home life because I already work a lot. So with trying to hurry up and hustle to get more clients for my caregivers, I was working around the clock at that point, trying to do whatever I could do.
Nothing further in that.
Mr. George, your witness.
Good morning, Miss. I'm sorry, your last name is Knowles?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. You own a business, correct?
Yes.
And what type of business, I mean, what's the nature of the business? Is it an LLC, a corp?
It's an LLC.
Okay, what is the name of the business?
Comfort and Care 1 LLC.
Now, have you owned other businesses such as this during your career?
No, I'm in the process of opening a new business now.
Is it a similar type of business?
No,
What kind of business are you planning on opening now?
I am opening a 24-hour daycare center.
Okay, let's get back to Comforting Care. Comforting Care is in the business of providing what?
Care to elderly and disabled in the comfort of their home.
Okay, and normally you get your references or your referrals. How do you get your customers?
I mean, I think that's more of a personal question. It's from referrals and it's from care.com and it's from, word of mouth and me marketing.
Well, could you give a rough approximation of how much came from care.com versus word of mouth and friends and family?
Majority of my income comes from care.com.
And how do you compute how do you figure the majority of your income came from care.com?
Because when I get a call and I ask them, where did you hear from, where did you hear about us from? So they tell me either, Google, either Facebook or care.com. But my initial first step with care.com is they send me the people first because I'm a company and I'm partnered with them, and I do the reaching out. It's not the family reaching out to me, I reach out to them. So I have full control in knowing what I bring in.
Okay, I understand. Now, you said you were suspended by care.com for 2 months?
Yes,
Why was it a 2-month period of time?
because I couldn't get the documentation from care.com, the police department did. So whatever happened within that amount of time is because the police department maybe was busy or something, I don't know. But they wouldn't give me the exact reason and or person or accept me back on care.com until they had affirmation from a police department that there was ongoing and that it was what the police officer told me and what care.com is, it was two in the same. So it's the same exact scenario that happened to get me kicked off of care.com.
I'm sorry, I kind of lost it there. You said
there was documentation from care.com and Romulus Police Department.
Oh, okay, I understand. Well, the suspension day, when did it start?
Do you mind if I look it up?
Oh, no, if you got some notes, go ahead.
Okay. I just would have to bring it up through my email.
Well, I just noticed the chat. Something from Samir. Does that chat clear out every time you open the new Zoom? So does that have to be the date?
Okay, so July 22nd, 2021 is when they contacted me and said, hi, China, we're contacting you because we've had to close your care.com membership partnership with us.
Was there an email when they resurrected the partnership?
No, I was given a call by the Romulus Police Department stating that I am now added on to Care Community.
You do have the emails showing on your phone, right?
Yes.
Well, what does it say? Could you read it, please?
Hi, China, we're contacting you because we've had to close your membership partnership. This is a reference ID number. And it gives me a reference ID number. And then it says there are many different reasons why some accounts close, which you can see in your Care Community member account closure policy. If you have any questions or concerns that were not addressed, please click the link provided. And when I myself try to click the link provided, it didn't give me an actual answer, which is why Romulus Police Department got involved.
So then you're not exactly sure if it was as a result of this incident?
Oh, we're sure, because what they read the exact statement that William put in.
Who's they?
Care.com read it to Romulus Police Department.
Oh, okay. How do you know they read it to the police department?
Because I was in close contact with the police officer on this case.
Okay, now, I believe you testified that you have employees who provide the service?
They go out and, yes, take care of the
Are
claim.
they independent contractors or are they W-2 paid employees?
No, majority of mine are W-2'd. I think my whole career probably had 2 1099s.
Now, around 7/22/21, the pandemic was going pretty strong, wasn't it?
Yes, but
Well,
throughout the whole pandemic, my business was thriving more because other companies didn't want to render care and didn't have caregivers. I did.
how do you know that?
Because when I get clients telling me we've called X, Y, and Z different communities to come and try to give care to my mom, and they're being told that they don't have the caregivers to staff. This is how I know that.
Okay, now when you indicate that you lose a certain amount a month, and then there was some discussion net versus gross, but the net figure is based on what you personally receive as income after you've deducted all your expenses?
Yes,
And you're saying you lost $40,000?
yes.
And that was for how long a period of time?
$40,000 I lost in the over 2 months.
That's if you had gotten assigned clients, right?
Yes. And that was if I was allowed on care.com.
Now, are there other companies such as care.com that you work with?
No,
Are there other companies out there that provide the same services as care.com?
I'm sure. I may be one. I think it's like Caring in Homes or something. But I never checked into them, and also, I mean, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I don't want to learn nothing new.
When you say learn nothing new, how would it change if you went from care.com to?
Because it's a different aspect when you're going through a different, a different agency. If you're going through care.com, they work one-on-one with you. I don't know anything about the other business, but I also don't even know if that's something that they are. I don't think that they have a partnership, so I wouldn't know how to answer that.
Okay. Now, when you indicated you were in business, I think you said it was an LLC, correct?
Yes.
Is this an LLC that is separate and distinct from you, or do you just use your own tax information to file returns for this LLC?
It has a personal EIN.
So you have your own tax return for the LLC?
Yes.
Did you by any chance bring these returns with you?
I wouldn't even have a return. It's not time to do taxes yet. I do my taxes in April.
Okay, but have you filed the tax return yet for Comfort Care?
No. If you look at my license, I've been open since 2021 of February. So I wouldn't have filed a tax return yet.
Okay, so is it fair to say that some of these numbers you mentioned as potential losses are based on speculation?
No.
I mean, you don't have any previous years of profit loss or tax returns to compare, do you?
I know what I was making the months prior before this case happened, and I know that I seen my bank account decrease. And I know that I couldn't get the 3 to 5 clients a week. I mean, how is that speculation?
Well, do you have a profit loss statement that you keep on your business?
Yes, I did not bring that. I gave Josh what he asked for.
Oh, okay. It isn't available, is it?
No, it was just
It's just a log of basically showing what I was making, what I was bringing in, and then what wasn't there anymore. And basically when I brought it back to where it was supposed to be.
Do you use accounting software to keep track of all this, or how do you do it?
I do not.
Oh,
I
okay.
do everything by hand. I have cards.
Do you have an accountant?
Yes, I have a CPA.
Okay, who takes care of the profit loss and all that stuff?
Yes, at this point, I feel like you're asking personal questions opposed to what's relevant about the case.
Well, they're not personal if they're your company.
Okay,
By definition, it's not personal.
okay.
He
Yeah,
starts talking
I
about,
don't mean to
Well, I
sound
mean,
that way.
the less information that this man and his wife knows about me is the better.
Sure.
I did
understand.
nothing to this man or his wife besides give his wife a job.
Okay. Now, you mentioned, I believe in trial, I was looking at my trial notes, and in my trial notes, you indicated that you lost, I believe, 2 to 3 clients.
Mhm.
Well, if you mention that you lost those many clients in trial, where are these? I mean, it's inconsistent with what you're saying now.
Objection, it takes the, matter, takes the statements out of context. What she was referring to at trial was that she lost clients that she already had
Yeah.
due to him calling those clients, those 2 to 3 clients. It did not have anything to do with comforting care referrals.
Now regarding comforting care, I'm looking at a screenshot dated February 14th. That's today. And it says you were hired by 3 families.
Okay.
And are you receiving hirings like this on every week or every month or?
What do you mean, am I being hired by? I told you I average 3 to 5 clients a week.
Okay, now,
I'm back on care.com.
how many families do you service right now?
Right now I have 20.
And when Mr. Weller's wife worked with you, how many patients did you have?
How many patients did I have then?
Yeah,
I think I had in between 30 to 35.
okay, well, since that time, has your business at all been able to recover?
I mean, yeah, it has now. At first, in June and July, actually, I think it was July and August that I really started seeing the dip, where I went down from, say, 30 to 35 clients. I was at like 20, 25. Now I have, I have 20, I think 20 in total. And I just did 3 more today, so 23.
Excuse me for that, I'm sorry. I don't mean for the question, but for delaying these proceedings. So you're not back to where you were before, you're saying?
No,
And you're saying this is squarely rests on the shoulders of a statement made by William Weller?
he got me kicked off of one of the biggest referral partners, sir. Yes.
She didn't go on and look for a new referral agency.
No, I did not. I did not try. I tried my best to get back on the referral agency that I know that does me well.
Okay. I don't have any further questions for right now.
Thank you.
Mr. Kaplan.
Yes, do you run background checks and drug tests on your employees?
Yes.
Okay, so would you hire a drug addict or convicted felon?
No.
So if someone put that in a statement and sent it to care.com, would that be illegal? Or would that be false?
False, yes.
Okay. Are you a licensed healthcare company?
Yes.
Okay. If someone said that you weren't a licensed healthcare company and sent that to care.com, would that be false?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have unlicensed and uncertified employees? Are you forcing them to give prescription medications to clients?
No, they oversee and does reminders.
Okay. And if someone said that you are having uncertified and unlicensed employees giving prescription medication to clients, would that also be false?
Yes.
Nothing further on.
Any follow-up, Mr. George?
Oh, no, you're not.
Ma'am, you can step down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch your step. Mr. Gazelle, anything else?
Mr. Kaplan.
I did it again, didn't I?
You are 12 years in.
I don't even know where that's coming from. I haven't seen Ray in probably 4 years.
That wasn't even the last prosecutor before me.
No, maybe it's the beard.
You know what? I'm aging here. I'm getting old. I was a young, fresh face to 12
You
years, 9 years ago.
you were a young fresh face.
What is your bar?
76596.
You're a youngster.
Yeah, that is depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kaplan. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. George, any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. Who would you want me to call first? You?
That's fine.
Okay, I'd call William Weller.
Come on up, Mr. Weller. Watch your step on my ramp. Raise your right hand, swear affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth today. Have a seat. Go ahead, counsel.
Could you state your name for the record?
William Weller,
And where do you reside, Mr. Weller?
Newport, Michigan.
You were formerly a resident of this area, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And what kind of business do you run?
I have a floor covering business.
Okay, now are you single or married?
Married.
Okay, and whom are you married to?
Kristen Weller.
And Kristen Weller, was she ever an employee of Comfort and Care?
Yes.
Whenabouts was that the situation when she was an employee?
Gonna say March through early July 2021.
That's a period of 3 months or 4 months?
I believe that was about
Okay.
time period.
Why did your wife leave the employment of Comfort and Care?
Let me stop you. All we're here to do is deal with restitution.
Oh, I understand, Your Honor.
So
So I better.
how long his wife was there, why his wife left, let's just talk about dollars.
Understood, Your Honor. I'll move along. Did you have any contact with Comfort and Care as a result of your wife's leaving employment?
Once again, we're not gonna retry the case.
Oh, no, I just want to know, the plaintiff's witness has made statements that he said things that caused her business to decline.
I've already determined that he made statements.
Okay, so then.
I found him guilty of the charge.
Okay.
So
Your
that's
Honor.
been done.
So
Now we're gonna
just-
talk about whether or not those statements cost her money, and if so, how much.
Okay,
That's all we're gonna talk about today, is dollars and amounts.
that's fair, Your Honor. May I gather my thoughts for a
Sure.
moment? Mr. Waller, are you aware of any losses suffered by the victim as a result of your conduct?
No.
And how are you sure that no losses were suffered by the victim?
I don't know, because I only had one text message and one telephone call with her.
I understand. You've heard statements made that the losses. Excuse me. Your
Sorry,
Honor.
go ahead.
Are you aware of, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Let me go back.
Her
to that.
losses of $40,000.
Oh, yeah. The victim has testified to $40,000 in losses. You're a business person. You've heard her testimony. Do you believe to be accurate?
Objection, Your Honor.
No, and if they were
Calls for
accurate, sir,
speculation. Calls for speculation, and I don't see the relevance of what he thinks is accurate or not.
How's his opinion of her business model? relevant?
Well, just from the fact that they're both entrepreneurs and he runs his own business and he's familiar with net losses, net profits, gross sales, gross receipts. And
If she was in the floor covering business, maybe it'd be relevant, but I don't think it's relevant.
okay, then I'll move on, Your Honor. I don't have any further questions of this witness for now, Your Honor.
Mr. Campbell, any questions for Mr. Weller?
I have no questions for Mr. Weller.
You can sit down, sir.
thank you, sir.
Your Honor, may I call Kristen Weller?
Come on up, ma'am. Ms. Weller, watch your step on the ramp. Raise your right hand. Swear affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Settle in the chair there.
State your name, please.
Kristen Weller,
Address,
1104 Henry, Newport, Michigan.
and are you married to William Weller?
Yes, I am.
He's the gentleman sitting to my left, right?
Yes,
You were an employee of Comforting Care?
correct.
Were you aware of any of the financial transactions that were involved in your employment with Comforting Care?
No,
Do you know anything about the finances of Comforting Care?
no.
Your Honor, I'd object to this witness. I don't think that I object to this witness. If they have no inner workings of the company or the financial interests on a restitution case, I don't know how that will be, provide any relevant testimony or evidence to either party.
Yeah, I got you.
Offer proof, perhaps?
Regarding the testimony that I.
Yeah, how's she
put
gonna
forth,
help me with the dollar thing?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, man. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Any rebuttal?
Just a quick closing here. Yeah, I mean, Your Honor, I think it's pretty clear. We leave it to discretion of this honorable court on financial figures for the victim in this case. It is clear that she did lose money. She did lose a lot of clients. And a service that was being provided to patients that really need it at a time when our medical, health facility is completely overwhelmed. We do believe that she is entitled to some restitution. I know obviously she testified of losing $40,000 in net revenue. We asked for something around $5,000, Your Honor. We believe that would be appropriate for restitution, given that he was found guilty of this and she did testify to quite a lot of losses from this.
Mr. George.
Your Honor, respectfully, I don't disagree or dispute what the victim has said, but she's in a business which is very, it's in flux. People come in, they're your patient maybe for a couple of weeks and then they die, or maybe they're your patient for years. The potential profit, the net profit on any particular patient is very speculative. So I feel any judgment amount or restitution amount that's ordered should be modest, if at all, since we haven't seen any actual physical records demonstrating proof other than oral testimony. And we're dealing with a period of time that lasted for several months only. So on that basis, I would request that the court not order restitution, but if ordered, that it be of a fair but nominal amount.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, nothing further.
May I say something, Your Honor?
That would be up to Mr. George.
Your Honor, if the court has no objections, I have no objections to Mr. Wilder speaking.
Go ahead.
One, during the trial, your reason for the conviction was the text message. It had nothing to do with the an email or a text, or not a text, but a review or something like that. Secondly, we're getting pretty close. When I have reviews on my business that are not favorable, I don't go
That
around.
doesn't surprise me.
What?
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay, well, okay, well, I'm just, we're getting kind of close to First Amendment here, in that regard. I don't, like I said, she called and threatened my family, okay? That's where this whole thing started. And I'm not saying, I've cooperated with the court in every aspect. I've done everything that, that we discussed 2-3 months ago. But like I said, it's my wife worked there. She did not receive a drug test or a background test. She couldn't pass a drug test. She's on, she smokes medical marijuana, but yet she was employed there for months. It's just, like I said, there's nothing that was falsely put out there at all in any regard. It was all substantiated by, like I said, we still, to this day, this is the 14th of February. Tax statements, W-2s are supposed to be postmarked by the 31st of January, state law. She has still not received that.
That's because you guys moved. I'm sorry.
We have still not received any pay stubs. That was part of this, was that there were no pay stubs. That she had requested. Never was just a random amount of money put in her account, you know. There were no follow-up, no pay stubs, nothing. And as far as what they're talking about, I scanned the internet this morning. There's nothing on there except for a Google review where I say that she did not have, you know, that she wasn't providing pay stubs, that she wasn't doing drug testing. Things that I would think were important if I was having someone, you know, watch my mom or my brother or my dad. You know, I wouldn't want somebody randomly coming into the house without being some type of screening. I mean, I screen my installers.
Anything else?
That's all I had, Your Honor. Thank you.
So I did the math. Ms. Knowles testified that on average, she was getting 3 to 5 patients from the care.com per week, right? I had that confused to start with. And that a minimum would have been $800 per week per patient. So I'm not real good with math, but an average of 3 to 5 would be 4. So I figured 4 patients a week at $800 minimum a week at 8 weeks was $25,600, which would be gross, right? And in most service type organizations that I'm aware of, at least, you're lucky if you're making anywhere near 50% net. So my award is $10,000 restitution. You're welcome. Draft and order.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your W-2 was sent to you, but it was sent back to ADP, so you have to call them now and have them reissue it. You guys moved from your previous address, what was on file?
Take it out of the courtroom.
Thank you.
Take it out of the courtroom. Good to see you, Counselor.
I'll give an order to submit to.
Thank you. If you email it, I'll sign it quick.
I just hope she finds better one day. I really worry about Kristen. Like, she doesn't need to be in that environment. It's very sad.
Why stop the live stream? Actually, you shut the whole, no, I don't want to, yeah, live, it's live.
Always a good Valentine's Day.
His monologue cost him $5,000.
Huh?
His monologue cost him $5,000.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
Good luck, man. Hope you collect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah.
You gonna walk them out, Joe?
I'm gonna have